QUAID GIGASLOPE is a versatile multi-mode modulator that expands on the design of the original QUAID Megaslope. It includes 4 independent slopes, each of which can be used as a multi-stage envelope, flexible LFO or sequencer with quantization and per-step slides. Up to 13 freely configurable stages per slope make it possible to create envelopes, LFOs or sequencers with completely independent, overlapping or entirely matching ranges. Built-in quantization, 4 freely assignable CV inputs and 2 assignable trigger outputs take patches further for greater musicality and expressivity. The QUAID GIGASLOPE is well suited for jamming, improvisation and happy accidents, inspiring both highly specific and unpredictable patches. Let's take a closer look. Returning to an initialized state, let's patch the ASQ1 to trigger slope 1 of the GIGASLOPE set to envelope mode. We'll then patch the slope output to control the VCA level of a Chemy's castle. The level and time controls of each stage allow us to quickly design different slopes. The time control has a wide range from short to long. We can use the curve control to bend a stage from linear to exponential or logarithmic. At any time, we can add more stages to the envelope with the start, end and arrow buttons. Let's add a slow rise following the decay stage. We can then add a smooth fall from there. Envelopes can be up to 13 stages for a wide range of unique slopes. Let's move to slope 2. We'll set it up as a second identical envelope occupying the same range of stages as slope 1. We'll patch its output to control the FM depth on a Chemy's castle. Pressing the output range button will switch the output from 0 to 5 volts to bipolar -5 to +5 volts. Holding the button will switch the output back to unipolar with a smaller range from 0 to 2.5 volts. The GIGASLOPE's 4 inputs are normalized in series, causing slopes to be triggered by the previous input when nothing is patched. Currently, slope 2 is being triggered from the same sequence as slope 1. Once we patch a cable to input 2, we'll break the normal. Let's create a different trigger pattern for slope 2. The stage controls of the GIGASLOPE are all shared between slopes, so any tweaks will affect all of the slopes that use them. Now let's move to slope 3 and set it to loop mode. We'll use the start, end and arrow buttons to move over to stage 5. Then select a 2-stage range. We'll then patch its output to control the FM depth of another layer in the castle voice. Loop mode produces a slope that loops at the end of each cycle, with the controls acting the same as envelope mode. Because of the normaling, the sequence triggering slope 2 is currently re-triggering our loop. Let's patch a dummy cable to the trigger input to break the normal and cause slope 3 to loop normally. Loop mode is great for slow swells with greater expressivity than a typical LFO. Let's add 2 more stages to produce a second lower level swell in the loop. Just like in envelope mode, we can set our loop to span any number of stages. Finally, let's move to slope 4 and set it to step mode. connect a ×4 clock from Pamela's Pro workout to the trigger input, then move to stage 9 and set a range of 5 steps across the stages. We'll then patch the output to the volt per octave pitch input of our castle voice. In step mode, an incoming trigger advances through the stages with the level control setting the CV level for each step, like a typical step sequencer. Like the other modes, the output range button selects between unipolar, bipolar and half-level unipolar ranges. The half-level range is typically best suited for pitch sequences, ranging just over 2 octaves on the level sliders. In step mode, the time controls function as per-step slew, creating slides or portamento between the notes. Finally, the built-in quantizer allows us to select a 12-tone scale to quantize to. Pressing the button advances through the many available scales. We can also hold the quantizer button and use the arrows to freely move through the scales. When the quantizer is enabled, slides from the time controls are applied post-quantization, remaining smooth. End-of-stage and end-of-cycle outputs produce triggers linked to the stages and can be enabled for each slope, regardless of type. Let's connect them to trigger a tom sound. The EOS output produces a trigger at the end of each stage, triggering the tom consistently with the incoming clock. The EOC output produces a trigger at the end of each cycle, triggering the tom every 5 steps. Pressing the reset button will manually reset our sequence to its first step, which can be useful in performance. We can also externally reset the sequence from a CV input by holding the CV assign button and pressing reset. Let's connect a divided by 4 clock from PAM to trigger the reset. We'll then move back to slope 1 to assign CV to the envelope, first adding triggers to the corresponding ASQ1 sequence. Both the level and time controls of any slope can be assigned to external CV control for even more expressive modulation. To assign an input, hold the CV assign button and increase the desired control. To unassign CV, decrease the control. The corresponding LED will light to indicate CV is assigned. We'll patch a random voltage from PAM to the CV1 input to begin modulating the decay time of the envelope. Let's return to slope 2 and assign the next CV input to control its stage 2 level. Again, we'll hold the assign button and increase the slider to assign CV, or decrease to unassign. We'll then patch a triangle wave from the PIP LFO to slowly sweep the stage 2 level. Though the physical controls are shared, CV is assigned per slope for unique possibilities and decoupling matched slopes. Let's return to slope 4 and assign the final CV input to control all 5 time controls, modulating the amount of slide in the sequence. attach a random gate from PAM to control the amount of slide. Adding modulation to the unique custom slopes and sequences of the Gigaslope produces even more expressive and dynamic sounds. Finally, let's return to slope 3 and switch it to envelope mode. We'll then move its range to match the other two envelopes and unpatch the dummy cable to begin triggering it from the same sequence as slope 2. Let's assign CV1 to control its decay time, just like slope 1. QUAID Gigaslope's flexible UI and freely assignable CV inputs make it easy to create one-of-a-kind envelopes, LFOs, or step sequences on the fly, instantly tweakable for evolving jams and performances. The uniquely connected controls and additional features like quantization and trigger outputs provide ample opportunity for layering and happy accidents, producing unexpected but highly musical results. The QUAID Gigaslope is available now and shipping worldwide. For more information, please visit busycircuits.com.